Due to popular request, we are doing a Can I Get Up There video all day today. It is 11 minutes of Can I Get Up There using Spider Heavy and just normal troopers. I was trying to put all of my clips together, but I have way too much, so today is just Tatooine and Kamino. I hope you like it. Welcome back, and so as we go through this, I'm just going to talk. I don't have a script or anything like that. We're just going to let it play, and that way you can see all of the Can I Get Up There spots for Kamino and Tatooine. Remember, if you like this video, hit that like to let me know, so that way I know to make more like it. And then also hit the subscribe and notification button, so you don't miss when new videos come out. If you're new to the channel, Can I Get Up There is basically where we see what we can climb on top of. Sometimes it's useful, most of the time it's not, but it's always fun. So again, we're just going to focus Kamino and Tatooine. Make sure to subscribe. And yeah, so it's normally at the end of videos, but you guys wanted a video solely with Can I Get Up There, and here you go. So right now we're on the droid side. I did find a way to get up on top of the buildings on the droid side, so you can now do it for both droids and clones. I had originally thought that they'd fixed the clone location. However, they didn't. So, yeah, you can now do that on both sides for Phase 2 of Kamino. And you can overlook both objective points. So we just kind of run around here and just kind of showing what I found. And I was just trying to be exploring. So this is how you do it. You always have to hop on the boxes. And then once you're on the boxes, you activate your sentry, and you use Spider Heavy to climb up. This right now is on the clone side, just to see if there was another way I could get up on the clone side, since they I thought they'd fixed the original location, but it turns out they didn't. So I was just looking for a way to do it. So on the clone side, you can do it on either the front of the building or on the side. It's safer on the side than it is on the front. On the droid side, you do have to use the boxes on the front of the building, which is what the first clip was the droid side. And then, yeah, you just run around the top, and you'll eventually be able to jump up on top of the building using this little antenna thing. There's no other way to get up on the very, very top besides using this antenna, and it's kind of a glitch, I guess. So don't be surprised if they end up fixing this portion of it. I don't think they'll ever fix Spider Heavy completely. But yeah, you drop a turret up there. This was the original location. Getting up on top of this red barrel is kind of a pain, and my video card kind of glitched out there, so I apologize. But I thought they'd fixed it. They didn't, so I'm just double checking it, making sure. You have to go a little bit higher than what we had originally done to get up there using this one, because they did add an invisible wall right there. You'll see me get stuck for a second. But you can just go above it. Spider Heavy has no limits on how high it can go, as long as the incline is not too steep. So you can use Spider Heavy. Pretty much every map has Spider Heavy locations. I haven't really found one on Naboo though. So if someone finds a Spider Heavy spot on Naboo, let me know. Naboo is a lot of straight up buildings, so it's kind of weird. Most of the time there's a lot of inclines or slight inclines in order to get somewhere, but Naboo doesn't have that. So if you find something on Naboo, let me know. Send me a link and shoot in an email. I know I have a lot of emails of submissions to go through. I haven't had a chance really to go over them, and every second that I pretty much get is dedicated to planning out videos, getting footage for videos, or writing them and recording them. So I know there's quite a few of you have sent me emails. I think I have 11 emails I need to go through and watch the videos for. I just can't ever seem to find a time to do it, but I thought I'd get to it this week since I had the week off. But I spent a lot of time with the kids, obviously, because that's the point of taking the week off, was to be with them. And we moved into the spare bedroom office, which is great. So now we're no longer in the basement. We're just showing off the Spider Heavy shooting. Really, if you want to jump forward like 30 seconds, you'll be to the next location. But yeah, so I'll definitely get through those submissions. I'm going to try to get through it this week for sure, since I pretty much had the videos done for this week, which is good. So this one is on phase 3 of Kamino. In the hangar, you can get up on this little ledge that I'm trying to jump on right there. I just found this one while I was trying to get the footage for the other two. And yeah, you have to duck though to get underneath right here. But once you get up here, you have a really good sight of the entire hangar bay, and you can use this to snipe. So I tried getting up on that ledge right there that you see me looking at. I'm gonna make a jump here. I'm not gonna make it. Nope. I tried doing this like 4 or 5 times, and I cannot make that jump. So I don't think it's possible as a trooper to get up on top of that little ledge. You can definitely do it as a jump trooper though, but as a normal trooper, it's not. You can't get up there. I've tried numerous times, but you can at least use this as a sniping spot if you really want to, when you're defending the hangar in Kamino Phase 3. So we just keep trying it here because this is what I do when I'm playing Can I Get Up There is, I basically waste my time trying to get up places, and most of the time I can't get up there. But I find some interesting spots along the way. If it makes you feel any better, because I know some of you are going to be mad that I'm not playing the actual game, and you're like, oh, this is why my teams end up losing. We actually won every single game that I was playing Can I Get Up There on for Kamino and Tatooine. And then I was actually not even bottom of our team, which I thought was funny, since I spent really the majority of my time not even shooting, but just climbing on things. So yeah, but so you have a good range here over the hangar bay. This is actually a really good spot. I'm probably gonna start using this one. And again, I tried jumping on there, still can't get up there, but I gave up on that. And I was trying to look for another way up, but I couldn't find one. So let's move on to Tatooine, which was the next map. So after Kamino, you go to Tatooine, and I was still on a Can I Get Up There kick. So really, this whole game session, play session, I just went from one map to the next playing Spider Heavy. Seeing what I could climb on top of, and then I use a Scout Trooper Specialist because, we're scouting out new spots. So this one is an old one. You've seen this one before. I tried to get all the way to the top of this ship. You cannot do it. It's not possible. I thought I'd try it again, but you can only get about halfway up. And you can only access this one on the Empire side. It doesn't really give you too good of line of sights or anything like that. You can't place an ion turret, so that one's not really useful. But, as Can I Get Up There goes, sometimes it's useful, most of the time it's not, but it's always fun. So I died, so we switched over to our Scout Trooper because we're scouting out new spots. And this is how you can get on top of the cantina without using the stairs if they're heavily guarded. By the door there, you can just jump up on some debris and get up top and take everyone out that's sitting there. That way you don't have to worry about trying to fight up the staircase that usually has someone sitting there or a turret on it or something like that. And you can get on top of the cantina and clear that out. And then you can also get up on top of the cantina at the very top by using a roll to glitch up. And then if you miss your roll here, obviously I can get up there just running. You have to roll in order to get to the very top here. But there you go. And from here you can use this to actually snipe off all the roofs that are accessible on the phase 1 of Mos Eisley on top of the cantina. This is usually best for the Rebellion in this case, not so much for the Empire. Or if you're on Blast, I use it a lot in Blast because it just gives you line of sight, and a lot of times in Blast everyone's on the roofs. So you can also see the bazaar. I think that's the bazaar, the little alleyway that leads to it there. Yeah, so there's that. And now this one you've seen also before. This is a flanking route for Tatooine, using a bunch of the debris. And from here we just kind of chain together all the buildings. But this gets you from right next to the junkyard if you're attacking phase 1 junkyard. Again, my team kept pushing forward and we ended up winning, so I just kept running around. And then this one, if you're trying to move on past phase 1 into phase 2, you can get on top of this building and run around in order to get past everyone's fire. Once you're on that building, there's a lot of little rooftops you can get on top of. So right now I'm actually next to the auction house. So from here I can see the top of the auction house, the roof of the auction house right there that I'm looking at. And then you can look down the path where everyone has to run by. So this one is semi-useful, I guess. It's probably more useful as the Rebellion again, but it's there. If you want to get on top of the auction house, this is the second way to do it if you don't want to run all the way around towards the Rebel spawn. You just jump in between the two buildings, and then you can jump on top of the roof of the auction house from there. It's a faster way to get there if you're cut off or you just don't want to take the time to run all the way around the building. And then from here, this is on phase 3. You can jump up on top of the buildings, and you can look down at the doorways that lead into the phase 3 point. Again, this is mostly useful for the Rebellion, not so much the Empire. But you can get up on top of these buildings, and they are all chained together through these little corridor doorways. And you can just go from one building to the next as much as you please in order to defend all of the paths that lead into phase 3. Again, that's really only useful for the Rebellion. And we won, and I'm not bottom of my team. So Starkiller Base was next. I did find a new one on Starkiller. This is getting on top of the LVSs or whatever they are, the speeders. I use this as a sniper, and nobody shot at me for the longest time because I don't think people knew you could get up here. But you have to jump on top of the boxes leading over to the ion turret thing that you have to defuse, and then you jump on the boxes and you jump on top. And each one of these has a little thing sticking out that you can hide behind. And you can just go ahead and snipe everybody out. And that's pretty much all I got for this video. So if there's enough people that like this, we can do this for every single map, and I'll just chain them all together. But yeah, they're pretty useful. Some of them are anyway. And they added another element into the game. So I hope you guys like this. If you do, great. If you don't, sorry. And I'll see you in game.